Welcome to the Maryland Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of March 17, 2014. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage here to give you your update. Well, last week was certainly a good week for mortgage rates. They did move lower. If you look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see that bonds sold off after the jobs report on the previous Friday, big red candle down. But we were able to hammer out a line of support that we've hit the last three times. We bounced off of that last week. Bonds moved higher, interest rates moved lower, so we had a nice recovery. But we are going to recommend cautiously floating your Maryland mortgage rate to start the week because every time we've gotten this high in the bonds, we have sold off. So just be careful, but you can start the week floating. Now, what helped us basically get a recovery in the bond market was two big things. The first one being the Russian military is massing along the border to invade Ukraine and annex Crimea. So that has rattled the stock market. And then out of China, China exports for February 2014 fell 18.1%. That's the biggest one-month drop since August 2009 for exports from China. That could signal a global slowdown, so that's moved money into the bond markets out of the stock market. So that helped the rally in the bond market this week. In other economic news, we had the retail sales report for February 2014 that actually came out good at 0.3%. That was above expectations. We were looking for a negative number after falling 2 straight months. Now, retail sales is a measure of consumer spending. It actually makes up 1/3 of all consumer spending. So good retail sales is a great read on the economy. We did have weekly initial jobless claims on Thursday. They came out better than expected, 315,000 claims. That's the lowest reading since November 2013. So that could be good news on the labor market that translates into real jobs. And then we had a good reading on inflation as well at the wholesale level. The Producer Price Index, the PPI, came in at negative 0.1%. We're actually expecting a rise in inflation of 0.2%. So that's great news on inflation. That will allow the Feds to keep their quantitative easing program going on. And then in housing news, the Reality Track released information on foreclosure filings for February 2014. They were down 10% from January, and that's down 27% year over year. So that's great news in the housing market. In the local news, the next free first-time homebuyer seminar in Maryland is in Rockville. That is this Saturday, March 22nd from 10 a.m. to noon. That's at the Marriott right there in Rockville. And then the next one in Towson is the following Saturday, March 29th from 10 a.m. to noon. That's at the Baltimore Sheraton North Hotel on Delaney Road. You can register for either one of those events by giving us a call in the office, 410-412-3319, or you can register online, www.marylandhomebuyerseminars.com. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.